All righty. Hi, everybody. Sorry for that delay. I was kind of having some technical issues, which is not surprising, considering that I'm so tech challenged. Anyway, today I will be going solo. Trish is off having some fun with her sister, which is, encouraged and awesome. Um, so today I wanted to talk about 5 strategies for increasing your morning energy without caffeine. Um, this is a special topic for me because I am currently 3 days without caffeine. 3 days. And why did I give up caffeine? Number one, I felt like coffee was kind of starting to irritate my stomach a little bit, number one, but also it's like I'll go through cycles where I'll cut it completely and then I'll bring it back in moderation, and then it just kind of seems to build. And then the over reliance of caffeine kind of becomes an issue, which that can be problematic on its own. So the primary reason I gave it up was to take out the irritant because it was kind of causing some stomach digestive issues. But with that being said, without further ado, the first strategy is to hydrate. Start with hydration. Start your morning with hydration. First thing in the morning, before you eat, drink anything, make it a point to drink 16 to 24 ounces of water. So 16 to 24 ounces of water first thing in the morning. And a little tip is you can put a little pinch of sea salt, which actually will draw the water into your cells quicker, or you can add a little bit of lemon juice. A lemon juice will actually kind of start to activate the bile and kind of will wake up the liver. So adding lemon or sea salt. Now, if you often wake up feeling sluggish, then I would suggest prepare your water the night before. I have had a rule ever since we took last year when we went out to the Canadian Rockies and we were hiking a lot. I was fearful that I wouldn't get enough water intake daily. And so, being out and about, lack of restaurants, all that. So I made it a point to wake up and drink 32 ounces of water before I could touch coffee, could I do anything else. And that actually just gave me such a head start and kickstart on my overall hydration for the day that I have kept that habit. It's over a year now. I still keep that rule. And a lot of times, 5 o'clock in the morning, brain's not completely firing properly. So I have a insulated water bottle, 32-ounce insulated water bottle that I will prepare the night before. So it's sitting and ready and waiting for me. So start your day with hydration. Incorporate morning movement is number 2. Physical activity increases blood flow, which is going to deliver more oxygen and nutrients to our muscles and our brain. Kind of helps shake off the morning grogginess and just increases alertness. Even just and even basically I'm referencing just something simple like 5 to 10 minutes. You could do stretching, you could do yoga or a quick walk. Get outside and do a quick walk, 5 to 10 minute walk first thing in the morning. I do this every morning only because I have a collection of dogs and they would surely start protesting if they didn't get their walk, or they would just go stir crazy during the day. But start your day with a little bit of movement. And it could be, like I said, it could be stretching, yoga, gentle walk, just something simple. Number 3 is going to be get some natural light exposure. So getting out and getting some natural sunlight. And I want to say that number 3 is you can actually double up with number 2 with the morning movement, and number 3 to basically, what is it? Feed 2 birds with 1 crumb. I had heard a long time ago, like I think everybody has always used the saying of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I heard it a couple months ago, and I was like, that is genius, and that is such a positive way to kind of change the spin a little bit. Instead of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, let's make it positive and say feed 2 birds with 1 crumb. But so natural light exposure, it helps regulate our circadian rhythm by signaling our brain that it's time to be awake. So this is going to boost the production of serotonin and a hormone associated with wakefulness and also mood regulation. So getting outside for some natural sunlight first thing in the morning can make such a positive a difference with alertness, kind of ditching that grogginess. So you can actually double up and do number two, which is incorporate some morning movement. If you get out for a morning walk and it happens to be around that time that the sun is rising, that will be the optimal time to do that. So like a sunrise walk. And I don't know if any of y'all do it often, but getting out and taking that walk and seeing the sunrise, there's, I don't know, something kind of, kind of neat about it. Kind of makes you feel like you have that brief moment that life is too short. We really shouldn't stress over the little things. There's so much beautiful things in life if we just open our eyes. So anyway, so start our day with hydration, some movement, the natural sunlight. Number three is going to be to eat a nutrient-dense, balanced breakfast. So a balanced breakfast is going to help stabilize our blood sugar levels and prevent that mid-morning crash in energy that often happens after we have a heavy carbohydrate meal. So a combination of protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbs are going to actually going to be optimal for sustainable energy. We talked about this last week, but aiming for at least 30 grams of protein, at least a minimum of 30 grams of protein in your meals is going to make a positive difference, and ensuring that you have some healthy fats, some fiber, and kind of trying to lean on those complex carbs and not the higher glycemic carbs. They are what is going to prevent those blood sugar crashes, which in turn is going to, we get the blood sugar crash and then we just want to lay down and take a nap. So our energy also crashes. So aiming for the balanced breakfast is number four. A pro tip is prepare your breakfast the night before. If you're someone who often runs out of time, or you wake up at the last minute, or you're always rushing, prepare something the night before. It could be overnight oats, or pre-cut some fruit to go with your protein. You could boil some eggs. So to kind of do some things the night before, which ends up making it easier the next day. And the last thing, number five, is try breath work. So breath work and meditation, but there is a method of breath work where you do slow breaths in for 6 to 7 seconds and then very slow breaths out for counting for 8 seconds, is beneficial, but also kind of eventually working up to holding your breath for 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. 45 seconds is probably a bit much. I don't even know if I can do that, but 30 seconds, and then slowly letting that breath out, kind of letting that stale breath out. It basically, breath work can quickly reduce stress and enhance mental clarity by increasing oxygen to the brain and promoting a calm but alert state of mind. Like I said, start with simple, with hold your breath for 7 seconds. You could start with the 4-7-8 breathing technique. So hold it for 4 seconds and then let it go and count for 7 seconds, and then hold it for 7, and then slowly let it out, exhale for 8 seconds. If you prefer meditation, you can try 5 minutes of like a guided meditation. There's tons of free apps out there for that. So incorporating breath work and meditation during the day can actually, not just first thing in the morning, but it can help kind of manage and balance stress throughout the day. Those are the 5 tips. And the 6th tip, there is a bonus. I only talked about 5, but the 6th tip would be adjust your evening routine. So this is the obvious one, even though it's a bonus, but look at your overall sleep routine and look at your sleep hygiene in general. Are you going to bed and waking up within an hour at the same time? Are you allowing yourself an adequate amount of sleep? Is your sleep quality good? Because all of those things are going to will contribute to your overall energy the next day as well. So if you're kind of sleeping like crap, you're probably going to wake up with not a lot of energy. But if you're getting more restful, restorative sleep, and just quality sleep is increasing in general, then in turn, you're going to feel better the next day. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for y'all. And if you have any questions or comments, just comment on the video and I will see y'all next week.